Hi, I'm Ashley Weston. I'm a celebrity menswear stylist. This video is part of my Men's Essential Accessory series. To see the other articles and videos in this series, check out this link here. All right, so today I want to talk to you about weekender bags. So your weekender bag is an essential because, like any of your items, whether they're clothing or accessories, you want them to serve a purpose, but also look damn good at the same time. The purpose of your weekender is to fill the void left when your backpack is just too small to fit everything, but a larger piece of luggage would just be too much. So there's a couple of requirements for your weekender bag. You want your bag to have a clean, classic design, so it's beautiful and highly functional. Also, you want high quality construction so that your bag lasts for many years, if not decades, which it should. And very important, you want your weekender to meet any airline's carry-on size requirements because there is no point in having a bag that is too large to bring onto your flight. And lastly, you don't want to have a bunch of rivets and embellishments or logos all over it. I find that 99% of weekender bags fail miserably at this. So real briefly, I want to go over when you should or shouldn't be using your weekender bag. You should be using your weekender when you're going on shorter trips of up to a week, and also when you're traveling and you don't need a larger piece of luggage and your backpack is just too small to fit everything. So here's when you shouldn't be using your weekender bag. Number one, you should not use your weekender as a gym bag. Please, 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 please. Your weekender is way too nice and too large to be shoved into a locker. Instead, either get a gym bag that is specifically for the gym or use a backpack. Number two, it's not a day-to-day work bag. Please use something that's specifically built for work, which is a briefcase or messenger bag. Number three, your weekender is not your everyday bag where you just carry it around town or use it as your grocery bag. This is not what a weekender is for. Instead, use a grocery bag, a tote, a backpack, anything else, not your weekender bag. And number four, your weekender bag is not a garment bag. Some weekender bags have a built-in garment bag along the outer shell, but why would you want to transport your delicate clothes in that garment bag? Because you're going to have to pack a bunch of clothes and your dop kit, all those items inside of the weekender bag. So it's just going to end up crushing and wrinkling those items of clothing. If it's a suit, it could possibly ruin the padding in the shoulders. So instead, use a garment bag that you just carry separately. So in terms of colors, stick with clean, classic ones like black, brown, or gray. Other colors and patterns are just gonna come and go with fashion trends, and they just don't age very well. I would recommend going with black because it looks newer longer. Brown leather tends to show every mark or scratch on it, so if you like that age patina look, then definitely a brown leather weekender is great for you. So I've gotten this next question a lot, which is, how do you match the color of your weekender bag to your outfit or accessories? You don't need to. Your weekender bag is not part of your outfit, unlike other accessories such as your shoes, belt, and your watch. Those items are actually part of your outfit, so you do want those items to complement each other in terms of the color. There's one thing to consider with matching your weekender bag, and that's when you're usually traveling with your weekender, you're probably going to be carrying a backpack with you as well. So in order to create a sharp, cohesive look with your luggage, you want the color of your backpack to match as closely as possible to the color of your weekender bag. So let's get into my favorite weekender bags. First up is Frank Clegg's signature travel duffel bag. Couple reasons why I love it. The styling of the bag is super classic. The leather is gorgeous. It is super supple and durable and only gets better with age. Their zipper is buttery smooth, and actually all of their hardware, including their leather shoulder strap, is just top notch. Another cool design feature is the leather flaps that actually kind of hide the zipper. I love that. I love anything that makes a bag look more streamlined and sharp and minimal. Also, another feature that I love about this bag is that it doesn't have metal feet at the bottom, which metal feet can become a problem when it starts to get pitted or scratched, because now you have to be extremely careful with what surface you set that bag on. So if you set it on wood floors or on the top of your car, it can actually scratch So that's why I actually prefer bags that do not have those metal feet. And the two things that sets this bag apart from any other bag that I've tested is number one, they offer a lifetime guarantee on any defects. Second, their customer service is awesome. Real quick story, this is how I know this. I had a client who was leaving in 2 days and needed a weekender bag. So I called up their customer service line. The person that picked up was like, hey, this is Frank, what can I do for you? I couldn't believe it was him. So it took me like a couple seconds to be like, wait, what? Oh, hey Frank. And I explained to him I needed a bag in 2 days, monogrammed, these specifications, this color choice, hardware choice, all of that good stuff. And he was like, no problem. Got it made and to me the next day, which is phenomenal. And I didn't explain to him who I was, who this was for. He treated me like any other customer. It feels so great when somebody treats you well and understands your situation and delivers. So customer service, A+. Next up, I've got this one by Kill Spencer. It's their Weekender 3.0. So out of all the bags I've tested, this is by far the best gray color I've ever seen. It is just the right shade of gray, and I love that the handles and accents are all in black, so it allows you to either choose a black or gray backpack to complement and match your weekender. So like the Frank Clegg bag, the zippers on this one are just buttery smooth. And this is a big deal because I've definitely worked with a lot of bags that have zippers that constantly get stuck, and it's just a pain in the ass. So you really enjoy these small details when they work how they should. Also, there's no metal feet on the bottom. Another feature that I really love about it is these pockets on the outside. It's just nice to have that in case you need to just store something in there real quick. And a feature that I absolutely love is this handle. This handle is amazing because if you guys have ever put a bag in an overhead bin, then you know when you're trying to take that bag out, it's hard to have to constantly take it out like this. So it's so nice to have this handle to just pull it out. Next up, I've got this mulberry clipper bag. Doesn't it look awesome? All right, quick confession, it's not actually here. Unfortunately, one of my clients actually needed this weekender last minute, so I had to give it to him. But I do have pictures, and I want to tell you a couple reasons why this bag is so awesome. This was the first weekender bag I saw before I ever got into styling where I truly understood what it meant when someone said luxury leather goods. So it has the iconic weekender silhouette, and the leather is just super soft and supple. The only downside I would say would have to be the metal feet on the bottom. So just cover them up with a little bit of electric tape to protect them from getting pitted and scratched. It's really hard to describe this bag because it's just one of those items where you really need to see it in person to appreciate it. So there's two budget-friendly options that I was really impressed with for their price point. First up, I've got the black leather duffel bag by Combatant Gentleman. I really appreciate the clean design of this bag because a lot of bags in this similar price point have a lot of shit going on in terms of rivets, stitching, patchworking, because in order to keep the price point low, you have to actually use smaller pieces of leather, because just think about it, a large piece of leather, one large swath of leather is going to be a hell of a lot more expensive than just trying to sew together small pieces. So kudos to Combatant Gentleman for maintaining a clean design at a great price point. So there's two small things I'd love to see changed about this bag. So the first is the zipper. I really wish the zipper extended all the way to the end of the bag. Right now it just stops short of it, which really impedes your access to the contents of your bag. For instance, if you're going through the security line and you need to take out your DOP kit, now you really need to make sure that you packed it in the middle of your bag. Otherwise, if you packed it on the sides of your bag, it's really tough to actually pull it out because it doesn't open as widely at the ends. Second thing is that I really wish they didn't have metal feet on the bottom of this bag. I just don't see the reason for it. Outside of those two reasons, for the price, this is a clean looking bag and it's well made. Before I get into my final budget friendly option, there's a couple of bags in both the budget friendly and the high end categories that didn't quite make it into this video, but I decided to include them in an honorable mention section in my article, so definitely check out my website for more info. The last budget-friendly option is by Everlane. It's their dipped weekender bag. So I don't normally recommend canvas bags because they get linty really quickly. So like black jeans or dark color shirts, you're gonna have to lint roll this guy, every once in a while. Also, generally with canvas bags, you have to be pretty careful with what kind of surface you set it down upon, but this bag mitigates this issue by having a coated bottom. Another major bonus is that there is absolutely no branding whatsoever on the outside of this bag, and the stitching and leather straps are high quality and quite durable. And if you don't know anything about Everlane's business model, then definitely check it out. It's pretty amazing. So those are the weekenders that I love and recommend to all of my clients. Remember to check out the honorable mention section in my article for all of the weekender bags that didn't quite make the cut. This video is part of my men's essential accessory series. Check out my website for a more in-depth article that includes all of the product links. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And if you like this video, remember, give it a thumbs up. Oh yeah, and one more thing. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, just close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your girl Ash. I'm out. Deuces.